Okay, the dog's playing with Bo's socks. I have to tell you, Bo's an absolute little sweetie. She slept through till 7:30 this morning. We went straight into the garden without coffee or cigarettes. She weed and pooped and ran around a bit, while the other dogs, sensibly stayed upstairs where it was warm. And I went to get coffee and cigarette, back down again. All the dogs followed me this time because I took their breakfast with me and strewed it in handfuls over the garden like feeding chickens. And all 5 dogs spent ages searching the garden for every little bit of kibble, which they thoroughly enjoyed. And then Bo just ran around like a mad thing. She got Lucy really going. Please, not under the bed. I want Wendy to see this. And I especially want you to see this because I'm constantly surprised by how surprised people are at how violent, normal, healthy play between young dogs actually sounds. Please, those aren't growly noises, those are let's play noises. And yes, dogs are very physical in their play. So my rule of thumb is, if there's no yelping, then you really haven't got a problem. Okay, so when your dog goes to the park and they play with other dogs and you think, oh God, my puppy is going to get eaten in one bite, if there's no yelping and your puppy's coming back for more, you're fine. And occasionally, and this has happened to me in the park a few times, especially with my young dogs, when you first take the puppy to the park the first few weeks, what nobody thinks about for dogs is we don't think of dogs as fearful animals, but actually they are. Your puppy may well be experiencing quite a high degree of fear when they meet new dogs in the park. Luckily, your dog's very well socialized and understands all the dog body language. So she will be able to tell who's feeling aggressive towards her, and she'll keep out the way or do a submissive gesture, and she'll know who just wants to play. But sometimes for a small puppy, meeting a new dog can be intimidating. And I know with Sadie, who's really quite frightened of other dogs, there were a few occasions where a dog would bound over and get within about 2 inches of Sadie's body, and she would tuck her tail between her legs and yelp and run. It sounded like she'd been half killed. And the owner would race over and go, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'd say, well, no, actually, I was watching really closely, and your dog never even touched my dog. My dog tucked her tail between her legs and did this huge yelp, 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 and ran away before your dog touched her. So that was her extreme form of going, I give up, I give up, I give up. It's okay, you don't have to hurt me, you don't have to come near me, I give up, I give up, I give up. So try and, really keep an eye on what's actually going on when you take your puppies for their first walks. And you'll find quite often that running away and yelping is not a result of your dog being hurt. It's a result of your dog being frightened and overwhelmed and doing the most extreme form of I give up they could. It's like if a drunk bloke is about to hit you in the pub and you lie down or curl up in a little ball and go, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. There's now no need for the drunk to hit you because you've given up already. And for dogs, that's just an extreme form of that. Lizzie! Can you see? This is looking awful, but yet you can see Bo's not yelping, she's not frightened, and when the opportunity comes, she's not running away, and she's giving it all back again. To me, this is healthy, lively, energetic dogs having fun. We just have different standards. Us humans are really tuned into what's aggression. I bet if we let our young boys do as nature saw fit, they would be wrestling with each other and it would be very violent and physical. But because as humans we're really tuned into concepts like aggression and how unacceptable it is to express aggression to another human being. So we're always telling our children, don't hit, don't bite, don't shout, don't wrestle, don't punch, don't everything. Okay, maybe Bo has had enough because she's going to hide under there. But that's not a frightened puppy. That's a puppy who's gone, she's found something. She's coming out. There's no yelping. Her little tail is right up. She's not expressing any fear towards Lucy, who's not expressing any aggression towards her. They're playing. It's also really, really important to allow this kind of play to happen, because this is when your dog learns what can I do, what can't I do, you know, what's totally not going to be acceptable to another dog and what is. Look at her, confident, tail up, found a toy, bouncing around. Okay, so please, I can assure you, Bo thoroughly enjoyed all that, however violent it may have looked to our human eyes. And she's a real sweetie, and she's getting on so well. Look, she's got the toy now, and she's trying to keep it away from Lucy. Oh, come and play out here, girls, where it's not so dark. And you see, Bo is an active participant in this. She's found the toy and taken it over there. Now her and Lucy are playing tug of war with it. And they've both successfully learned bite inhibition because nobody has yelped, which means nobody's bitten anybody hard enough to hurt. Come on, girls. They've all gone back for more. And they've learned sufficient submissive gestures. So if they do feel like getting in over their head, they make submissive gestures. I wish there was light on this so you could see. Can you see their Bo getting up and going for more? She could very easily have yelped and run over to me and ended this completely anytime she wants. But she doesn't want. She's having a fantastic time. She's exercising her muscles and her jaws. She's learning social skills. And she's having fun. She's having fun with other dogs. And so when she meets dogs outside of her own family, she'll go, oh, goody dogs, that's fun.